Hawks has been nerfed every season since its release in MHUR Ultra Rumble. But here's the thing, I think this current version of Hawks is the best one yet. Hey guys, it's Nitrous. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Hawks in the current state of MHUR Ultra Rumble. Hawks is a character who, when he released, didn't need any skill to play. All of his moves hit really hard, his special action covered a pretty good distance, and he could stay in the sky for a pretty long time. But, as we all know, he's been consistently nerfed season after season to the point where he's so difficult to play now. I didn't really play Hawks when he first released, so you could say I didn't play him in his prime, but I played him in the season after, and he still felt really strong and fun to play. And at that point, he became my favorite character in the game. After the subsequent nerfs, he became a shell of what he once was. So, let's talk about it. Why I still think Hawks is a great character, and why I'd consider him a fair character in Ultra Rumble. Hawks is actually a solid 1v1 character. He has a shot against pretty much anyone in the game. Of course, it will be tricky, and you can't afford to play him like a one-trick pony. You've got to adapt and try to avoid making too many mistakes. Hawks has the fastest dash speed in the game, not counting Recipro Ida. The second contender is all for one, so you can actually catch up to a lot of characters on foot, unless they are using their movement ability, for example, Yellow Kiri using his Alpha to run. On top of that, he can zone from a distance with his Gamma and Alpha to keep pressure on opponents. He's also good close up with his melee and his beta, and that's probably why the devs decided to nerf his melee cancel combos. The melee cancel combo was great at setting you up for a high damage in attack because you can tag on embrittlement and still have multiple shots at full killing a lot of characters in the game. Taking away that combo doesn't exactly nerf Hawk's overall strength, it just changes how you have to play him, if you know what I mean. Plus, characters like Shigaraki, Kirishima, actually a lot of characters that can't do much to escape that combo now have a shot. In a team setting, Hawks actually becomes a stronger character. His mobility and zoning let him set up fights, and his Gamma can mark enemies to give your team a big advantage. Now, imagine pairing him with a Mirio and a Tamaki on the same team. That would be insanely annoying to deal with. You can harass enemies from above while they're busy fighting your teammates on the ground, and you can also chase down anyone trying to escape, preventing them from healing, regrouping, or just finishing them off completely. Hawks is definitely not a carry monster anymore, but in the right squad, he's dangerous. Now, let's talk about where Hawks struggles. First, you'd absolutely get stuck on platforms, barriers, and even other characters. It happens a lot. His cooldown nerfs really hurt. A lot of times in the middle of a fight, you find yourself not having moves to use because they run out pretty quickly, and it takes a long time to reload. I think it's fair for the game, since he's a rapid, give him any higher cooldowns and he will become annoying, trust me. He also struggles with damage. Alpha doesn't always land the way you want, and the Gamma Alpha combo doesn't always connect cleanly. His damage can feel very inconsistent overall. Another struggle he has is surviving in the endgame, which can be tough because zones are so tight. With the new game mode especially, Hawks struggle since small spaces mean more chances to get clipped or stuck. And remember, as Hawks, you can't be too hungry for kills. That causes you to stray away from your team and you get punished fast. Even with all that, Hawks is still my go-to character for grinding the Battle Pass. He's also my most tuned character, and I'll show you the builds that I have and how they help me grind. This was my first ever build on Hawks when high-speed replenishment was really good. It supports a survival playstyle as Hawks, so when your guard breaks, your health doesn't go down as much, and you can drink GP recovery items in half the time. Of course, the tuning was nerfed, and I haven't tested if it's still worth it, but if you like a survival type gameplay where the extra health helps, you can definitely go for this one. I would probably switch the purple slot for electrification because of the combo potential. Imagine guard breaking with a melee and then going in with a beta while they're stunned. That would be cool. This build was really popular back in the day, but I don't know if it's worth it now. Of course, embrittlement is always worth it. One good thing about this build is that you can stack 3 special action reloads on it, and trust me, you will feel it in-game. But overall, this build leans more towards being a tanky build. This build is a troll build, but it works wonders for grinding the battle pass. I especially like using it for the Rescue 100 Civilians mission. With this setup, you can save up to 28 civilians in a single game, which means in just 4 games, the entire mission is done. Pretty crazy, right? And then, here's what I consider Hawk's strongest build right now. In this setup, you can stack 4 beta attack powers. When you're max level, you would hit really hard. You also get 2 purple slots. You can use them for special action reload if that's your preference, but personally I boosted my reload speed on the beta instead. On top of that, you can slap on embrittlement onto this build, which is always worth it, and then divine protection is also amazing here because it helps you get leveled up much quicker. This build is super awesome, but I'm curious, how would you guys tune it if it were up to you? Do you think it can be pushed even further? Lastly, there is another build that I think is a great budget-friendly build, and that's the regular hero costume keep version. It's very similar to the parallel world fancy version because you have 5 strike slots, but you don't have access to embrittlement and you can't level up the special tuning much. Despite all of Hawks' nerfs, I still think he's a pretty good character, and you can absolutely make him great with tuning. Depending on your playstyle, aggressive or support, there are tunings that can help you compete in the meta with Hawks. So, what do you guys think? Is Hawks fair now, or do you think they nerfed him too much? Drop your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more Ultra Rumble guides and gameplay.